Chembond was started as a partnership company way back in 1970s, and it was then incorporated as a private limited company in 1975. Between those 4 or 5 years, we supplied the material to prominent customers who were in steel furniture like Khira Steel, and then Steel Age, and Glolite, who is in a electrical appliances business. After 75, we acquired a place in Todi Industrial Estate. It is on the 4th floor. It was about 750 square feet, which had manufacturing facility as well as laboratory facilities. It was a very challenging to work at Lower Parel because it was on the 4th floor, and there were so many hindrances, so many objections from our neighbor. Sometimes the lift is not working, sometimes the people come and start stopping the work. But in spite of that, we overcome all these hindrances and kept our business on.
I have joined Chembond in 1978. I am working since last 47 years. When Chembond has started journey, production and laboratory office were there in the Todi Industrial Estate, Lower Parel. 4th floor was for the production, and 2nd floor has laboratory as well as office staff.
And then launched Chembond with whatever small amounts he had saved, and his with some savings from his brother and his friends like Ashwin Uncle, Ashwin Agarwadia. Mind you, he was 42 at the time with 4 kids, and these were definitely tough times for the family. But neither my dad nor my mom Padma made us kids feel like we were, missing anything in life.
In 1979, we then purchased the land in Tarapur and shifted the facilities to Tarapur for manufacturing on a large scale.
Initially, we were manufacturing only 3-in-1 chemical. And when I joined, there was only 5 customers in the Chembond. First was the Glolite Electrical, which was manufacturing these lighting fixtures. Then second was the Steel Age Industry, which manufactured the cupboard, which was in the Majiwada. And third one was the Quality Engineering, that was in the Sakinaka. And fourth one is the Spectrum Finisher, who is doing the job work for the various company. And fifth one was the Mahindra, where we are supplying only de-rusting chemical.
In water treatment, we got breakthrough in Terrain Fiber, Thana Belapur Road. On this successful result, we got big order in Hindustan Organic Chemicals Rasayani. Because of our good performance in Rasayani, Reliance has started its plant in 81 in Patalganga. So we got order of Reliance Patalganga in 1981, and since then last 42 years we are creating continuously in that Patalganga plant.
A couple of breakthroughs in the earlier years stand out. One was when we won business from Bajaj for their 3-wheeler line with a technology that halved their cycle time and reduced their processing temperatures. Another was the win at Hazira after Reliance had chosen to go with the global leaders instead of Chembond. These were both adrenaline-boosting achievements for us at the time, especially so because these were done on our own. They were well before the tie-ups happened with Henkel and Ashland.
So one of the product Dr. Shah developed way back in late 1970s was Chemotit 101, which contained both dual anodic and dual cathodic corrosion inhibitors. This was the flagship product developed by Dr. V.D. Shah, and that product developed in late 70s is still being used in the water treatment industries in India. So this product is used for almost 4 decades.
April 1997, we got the letter from Tata Motors that you are the supplier for the new passenger car of Tata Motors. That was the first passenger car ever launched by Tata, which we all know as Indica.
The best way we felt for us to grow faster than GDP was to tie up with global leaders on our own terms. This is how the Henkel JV came about. We could forge a joint venture where we were the driving partner. Then came the Ashland JV, which was an acquisition as well as a joint venture where we held the majority stake. As history will show, Both were incredibly successful for all stakeholders, for Chembond, for our partners.
ही जी बिल्डिंग बनली EL 71 ती 1997मध्ये झाली. त्या 1997मध्ये आम्ही इकडे शिफ्ट झालो.
Thereafter, there was no looking back. The IPO, then the building in Mahape, our expanded facilities, capabilities. Both Samir and I were full-time by then, and it just became a much larger, faster-moving organization.
So earlier we were used to do toll manufacturing for Vocard in the vitamins premixed section, and then Vocard exited that business, animal health business, but that was something which interested us, and then we continued to do the premixes line of businesses and animal health. And once we started that, then we explored more products, acidifiers and other vitamin products which help the poultry, dairy and the aqua businesses.
My dad, Vinod Shah, was extremely focused on returning to India throughout his stay in the US from the late 50s to the mid 60s. These were boom times in the US, and although he would occasionally think about his family missing American things like the outdoors and baseball, yet he did not think twice about returning to the country.
Dad's quest for reading and learning all the time is, for me, unmatchable. I mean, whether it's technical stuff, it's business, it's literature, history, art, or even spirituality, he's very well read.
एवरी रिपोर्ट डीप में वो स्टडी करते थे. अगर थोड़ा सा भी गलती है तो वो हमें बताते थे कि यहाँ कुछ ना कुछ तो इशू है, आप चेक करो. उन्हें प्रॉब्लम मालूम पता रहता था, लेकिन वो हमें बताते नहीं थे, आप निकालो कुछ है उसमें. तो उसकी वजह से मुझे बहुत कुछ नॉलेज हुआ उनकी वजह से, और आज उसी की बेस पे मैं यहाँ खड़ा हूँ.
Not just about work, but also about his hobbies. He was a philatelist who would stand in lines at the GPO to buy first day covers. He was an art collector, a voracious reader. All of us still love to browse through his eclectic book collection. He was a writer, a rock collector, music lover. He was an avid traveler, and his later years, I think he was already in his late 70s. He even earned a diploma in Jainology, even though I never really considered him to be too religious.
Dr. Shah helped us personally, me, so many times. So he said, where do you stay? I stay in Chal, and that is 30 rupees per month is my kiraya. So they said, why can't you go to flat? Flat is 1.5 lakh rupees per month, is over 1.5 lakh is the cost of the flat. From where I can get it? Then I think you should go for flat. Then I said, okay, I will apply for the loan. Then I applied the loan. I filled some 40,000-50,000 by selling the ornament, getting from the relatives, and that. And after that, 20,000 was I was not having. I could not take the possession of the home. Then Dr. Shah says, how much your shortage? 20,000 rupees. I could not take the possession. I said, you take it from me. Evening you collect from me. 15,000 I will give you, and 5,000 I will give you loan from the company. And that 15,000 whichever I am giving you, that is on very, very long term basis I am giving you. Don't worry about returning that money.
And one exceptional quality, he almost never rejected an idea or a venture. If anything, his complaint would be that we were not coming up with enough new ideas.
He was kind enough to gift me his book, Dynamic, the Fluid Thought on Water. Nobody thought that on water, at least I never thought that somebody could write a 200-page book on water. But he had written that, and that book sums up what is Chembond and why it is so even today.
When I joined, I came from an MNC company, and I was warned about the cultural difference. Rather, I would say cautioned about the cultural difference by Dr. Shah himself. Yes, apparently there was a cultural difference. Chembond was like a big joint family where everyone knew everyone else, and everyone worked with everyone to make it a success. Unlike an MNC where there are boundaries, and it was a pleasant surprise for me.
The basic principle what Dr. Shah has introduced or maybe given to us right from the beginning of the company is of the business ethics. at any time, whatever you do, don't sacrifice on the business ethics. Do a good business. Don't do anything wrong with any customer. Don't give wrong promises to the customers. This was the principle which even today, after 50 years, this has been one of the foremost, the principle which Chembond has maintained, and Chembond is believing in business ethics for that.
Of an employee increment that happened during annual appraisals in 2007 and 8. The annual appraisals rating was taken into consideration for annual increments, and I was a part of the senior management to approve the increments. So we had given some of the employees who were poor performers for the last few years 2 to 3% increment. The spreadsheet went to Dr. Shah. He called me and my supervisor at that time and asked us why. So we told him about the performance, and Dr. Shah's response was, he has a family, he has to have his financial stability. The inflation rate is 6%. So minimum increment anyone should get is 6%. And anything based on performance, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5% has to be on top of it. That showed me a different side of Dr. Shah. And a good learning for me also.
We worked together, we shared our joys, sorrows, tears for each other. That is what has connected us. That is what has kept us all close. Apart from the work that we do, when we give in 100%, this journey has been very fruitful. And I thank Chembond for the journey.
Chembond has, always been, I would say, equal opportunity, if that's the right word, employer. We've always had no gender, no caste biases in our, workplace. Opportunities are provided to everyone to come up with suggestions, solutions. A lot of the operations are run by the staff and team members themselves without any management involvement. So all these buzzwords today is something that we've been doing for a long time.
So, and doctor, whatever sign up Chembond he has given, that is a parabola, two ends never meet each other. That means growth of the Chembond will be infinite. It will never come to each other. That time, and one benzene ring is inside and one parabola.
केमबॉन्डमधून काम करून असं नाही वाटलं की मी असं नाही समजू शकलो की ही माझी कंपनी आहे आणि हे माझं घर आहे, असं समजून चाललो की घराबरोबर मला एवढी वर्ष गेली, मला माहिती पण नाही पडलं की माझ्या एवढी वर्ष गेली. मी तर बोलतो की आम्ही ज्या वेळेला होस्ट सांभाळलं तर केमबॉन्डमध्येच सांभाळलं आणि केमबॉन्डपासूनच वरती आलेलो आहे.
I wish us all the best for the next 50 years. It's going to be, some of you might be around to experience what we're doing then, but we have to pave the way for the people yet to come.
I completed 49 years, 1976 and 1975 Chembond is formed. So this is my first job and this will be the last my job. 2010 I retired, and after that 15 years I am working, still working every day with the Chembond Chemical as a regular employee. And I will work still for 5 years. If my health is supported, then I will definitely work for it.
We have a lot to be proud of from Chembond's history. As you have heard from several of us today, from all sections of the company, there is a lot of learning from our rich past. Let us launch forth towards the next 50 years by tapping into the principles and ethos of our pioneering founder, Dr. Vinod Shah.